I met her in a grocery store of all places. I was with my mom, helping with the weekly shopping, and saw her walking down the soup aisle. She was with her own mother, but the thing is, I've never seen her before. And this was someone you would remember in such a small community. We exchanged smiles as we passed, going past each other in several other aisles, but we never actually spoke to each other that day. When I look back now, I think the reason she left such an impression on me was because of what she was wearing and how well it suited her. She was wearing the shortest skirt I'd ever seen, but it was her legs that I remembered the most. She had long, slender legs, toned and shaped perfectly, the kind of legs guys would notice. Her legs were definitely the first thing that I noticed about her, but the second was just as nice. She had large, firm breasts. I remember wondering what size she was, as I was on the large size myself, but she was clearly bigger than I was. Her bright smile that day also caught my attention. Her smile matched her eyes. They were open and welcoming. It was the kind of smile that invited you in, to talk your cares away. She certainly left an impression on me after we left the store. I had no idea that I was going to meet her again the following day. I'm enrolled in the fall semester at our local girls' college, and we were into the second week of classes. I had gotten to my first class early, and was watching the other students taking their seats when she walked in. I recognized her immediately, and I felt my heart skip a beat when she looked in my direction. To this day, I don't know why I did it, but I put my hand up to attract her attention, as if I knew her or something. I saw her smile and head toward me, which left me thinking, "Now what, genius?" "I know you from somewhere, don't I?" she said as she got nearer. "We sort of met yesterday in the grocery store. We were with our respective mothers," I replied shyly. "Oh, yes, I remember. You kept staring at me, and I flirted with you a little," she said excitedly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stare," I replied as she sat down next to me. "Wait, you flirted with me?" She laughed at that. "Yes, but enough of that. I'm Charlene, and you are?" "Oh, I'm Stephanie. It's nice to meet you," I replied. "The feeling's mutual. So tell me, Stephanie, have I missed anything from the first class?" she asked. I immediately gave her my notes from the week before, and she asked if she could borrow them for a day or two. I said it was fine, and then the class quieted down as the professor began to speak. I can't explain why, but I enjoyed that lesson so much that day, with Charlene sitting next to me. We met up for lunch at the student center later that day and talked the whole time we were together. It turned out that she had moved from Texas to our town because her parents had finally had enough of the heat. She was my age and had a great sense of humor. She loved teasing me, which is what she'd done earlier when she said she'd been flirting with me. Apparently, it was her way of finding out what team I played on. I didn't get that reference at all, which only made her laugh at me again. "You really are naive, aren't you?" she said. I didn't know whether to be offended by that remark or not, but I had to get to my next class, which was starting in 5 minutes. As we barreled through the student center doors and headed our separate ways, I told her she'd have to let me know what she meant later on. It turned out she had enrolled in English, calculus, and statistics. I was in the English class, accounting, art, and business law, so the only class we shared was English. I found her waiting for me when the day ended, and she asked me if I'd care to go for a drink at the only cafe we had in town. I said yes, and that's when she opened up about herself. "Let's see. I'm 18, as you already know, and I'm a lesbian. I assume you're an undecided, judging by how shy you appear to be whenever anything to do with sex is mentioned. So, let us get past this awkward moment by answering a few questions, okay?" she said. "Okay, I don't mind," I replied nervously. "Answer this one honestly. Are you attracted to me?" she said. I looked around to make sure that no one was listening to this conversation, and then answered her honestly. "I am, but I don't know why," I replied.